they want me to lay the cards out. So let's lay them out and see. All right. Okay. So we're going to start with the tarot. All right. And these cards all, I believe this is the pile where there were a lot of cards that came out in reverse. So they said to be mindful about how I flipped them. I think it's this one. But perception, they're telling me, okay, there's a lot going on in my head. So let me just narrow it down. If we can speak one at a time, please. Thank you. Okay, so there's this like earth-shattering energy that is processing through you with this new moon, and it's shifting your level of perception. It's allowing you to see things in the dark, they're saying. Like, it's allowing you, so finding more discernment, being able to see through the dark, being able to not allowing yourself to be manipulated. It's like they're showing me these roads that are like weaving and moving up and down and up and down, and it's like these cycles of like looking at it from one perspective and then shifting and looking at it from another perspective, and then shifting and looking at it from like this back and forth of seeing. Like, they want you to see the full picture. They want you to see the full picture. You've been perhaps in a space where you've only been focused on like what's right in front of you, and they're asking you to really zoom out and then flip things upside down and turn them inside out and start seeing them from all of these different angles of existence, right? So not just seeing something from I feel like this is them telling you to be more open-minded, and this came through for self recently. I had a connection call, and on the call, this person told me, well, so-and-so said this, and I know that I'm already past that, and I don't have to deal with that. And then I had this download later that said, oh my gosh, they were right? Because our lower selves are still existing right now, no matter what level we're at. And our higher selves are still existing right now, no matter what level we're at. So for us to become fully whole and complete, we have to be able to see things from all levels. We have to be able to see things from our lower selves, through the goggles of our lower selves. We have to be able to see things through the rose-colored glasses sometimes, through the laser vision of the higher self. There's all these different forms that Spirit is asking us to process and see through right now, and that's where the answers come. That's where, so those of you who have been looking for answers, who have been reaching out, who have been asking like, how do I get through this, or where are my blockages, or how do I move forward, or where can I let go of things, or what do I need to do to let go of certain cycles? They're asking you to take whatever it is that you're looking at and then zoom out and look at it from that zoomed vision, right? And then flip it upside down and look at it from that vision, and then turn out the lights and look at it from that vision. And they're just saying, see all angles, see it. What I like to do with this is, like, when I zoom out and I pull back, I sometimes too will give myself advice like I would a friend. If I saw a friend growing through the same thing I was growing through, what would I tell them? What would my advice be for them? And I take myself out of it, because a lot of times we are so hard on ourselves and we expect so much of ourselves. And when we're with friends that we love and we care about, we give them grace, and we want them to be graceful with self. And so when we pull back and we're able to see that from a different perspective, then it can help shift through whatever it is that's coming up. So let's see exactly what's coming up for this new moon for those of you that chose pile number 3. All right, and we have the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords. Okay, so self-imposed prison of thought, definitely overthinking, limiting and negative beliefs, victim mentality, feeling trapped, helpless, powerlessness, and victimized. Okay, so it's like I feel like this is an awakening, this new moon, that it's telling you, you know, you've been in this energy of victim mentality, like, how could this happen to me? Why is this happening to me? How much more can I take? I can't get out of this. I feel like, you know, the world is caving in on me, or things are not getting better, and I'm not gonna make, whatever it may be, these lower frequencies, shadows that you're processing through. They're asking you now to see it from a different angle, and to give yourself the compassion and the love that you would give someone that you care about, that you would give a friend, specifically a friend, they're saying. I think maybe because we're harder on our families too, but definitely like a friend or someone that you love or admire, and you want to help them through something. They're wanting you to see yourself that way. It's time for you to take a step back and look at things from a different point of view. Okay. And then we have the Peacekeeper. It says, let go of the need to be right. Wow, this has come through recently. So if you've gotten this message a few times, it makes a lot of sense. Let go of the need to be right. Things are shifting, right? The white buffalo actually was seen just last year. And the white buffalo is a symbol of change, a symbol of new beginnings, of evolution. And so they're saying, for you to be able to get through this victim mentality and to let go of the need to be right. You don't have to be right. It's not they're saying, like, it's not, you don't need to challenge yourself anymore. Like, you're carrying so much that you don't need to carry. Let go. Let go. Yeah, it's in the, like, in the lungs specifically is where I'm feeling so much just dark energy that just wants to be released. It just wants to be let out. There's it's time to forgive. It's time to forgive. You don't have to be right. It's okay. You don't have to be right. You don't have to, you know, everyone, when we, how do I say this? Okay, when we're all evolving and changing, right? And we're all at these different levels, and there are people that are going to be in our lives no matter what level we're at. And sometimes our need to be right can overshadow the level of consciousness where they're at. And we might say something or feel something, and they might take it or feel it completely differently than the way that we are wanting it to be received, or we are that we mean for it to be. And sometimes they can say stuff to us that they are wanting to be perceived a completely different way than we take it. And it's just because we're at these different levels, we're in these different frequencies, that it's hard to align. So pull back. They're telling me, pull back. Pull back. Yes, pull back. Pull back. They want you to go inward. It's okay. They said, look back at this card. It's like the Hangman energy. It's like getting into that space where even like bat is deep transformation, but it's this like in suspension, upside down, seeing things from a different angle. And maybe what your level of perception and what you've perceived of someone or something thus far is being clouded by your ego and your past, lower vibrational self, and the things that you had to grow through. And they're telling you, just let go. You don't need to be right. You don't need to be right. You don't need to, more specifically, they're telling me, not that you don't need to be right, but you don't need to let other people know you're right. Ooh, I learned this lesson, y'all. I learned this lesson last year with the soul sister, where I wanted to just give so much information. All of my downloads I was getting, I just wanted to always interject myself and give her all of the information and the love that was coming through. And I feel now that it probably came off a little condescending, like I knew better. And it wasn't that. It was just like the downloads that I was getting. But what I learned was that I don't always have to share what I'm getting, because just because I'm receiving messages doesn't mean that the person is ready to receive them. There may be things that they still need to process through. There may be things that they need to process through on their own. And actually, just the other day, I had my husband reach out to me with someone that was processing through some things with a loved one, and he said, hey, can you tap in? And I got a little bit of information. I got that the loved one was safe and they were going to be okay, and then I got a whole lot more information. And in that moment, I was able to say, if I relay this information to them, am I interfering with free will? And I got an absolutely yes. And so it was like, do I need to relay this information? It was like, nope. The information came through because I opened the channel. However, it's not something that I always have to share. So maybe you are right. Maybe there are things that you know that are correct, and you're arguing with somebody and you just want them to see your way. And it's not time for them to see your way. It's not time for them to be in that shifted level of perspective and perception. So maybe it's just time to pull back, and in your heart, it's okay for you to know in your heart without pushing it on others, without forcing them to receive it. That was a big, big lesson for me last year, and I'm so grateful that I was able to process through it. And now I love being in the connection with that sister and watching her process through things herself, where all I do is allow myself to listen and open up to let her be heard, and she completely talks herself into the downloads that I'm getting. Like, she knows them herself, but she needs to go through it. So there are things that you may know and you may perceive even in a higher vibration than those around you, and you don't have to let them know that you're right. You don't have to let them know that you know things. You can just let it be and allow them to process at their level. Okay, I feel like that was very specific, but let's go to the water card next. The Mist. It says, trust your inner compass and be led from within. Yeah, it feels very dreamy and whimsical, and it's very mystical, like this energy of, I feel like there are things, downloads that are coming in for you that are not meant to be shared right now. So even like maybe you're connecting with a galactic family, maybe you're connecting with different versions of self, or even higher versions of the people that you love, and that information is for you to keep for self. It's coming through so you can realize your powers, so you can take in and have a deeper understanding of the things that you're able to channel and how incredibly powerful and worthy you are, and to like allow yourself, like I'm feeling this energy of like just allowing yourself to be moisturized in it, just opening up and taking it in, and not needing to share it with anyone, just needing to be in your own space and feel it and let it be yours, and allow it to open you up to those higher levels of consciousness and love specifically. They're saying, let's see what the angels want to say. Freedom 5-0. All right, wow, there's so many mystical things that have come through in this reading, and even in this card. Wow, there's so much going on. The first thing that popped out to me was the owl, and there's this face back here. It's like the shadow self, and then we have like, it looks like a child, but I'm getting fairy energy, and just I can't even fully process everything that's going on here, but it feels like you're in and out. They're telling me you're in and out. It's like you see the mysteries, and you're connecting with galactic energy and with different vibrations. I feel like those of you that chose this card are clairaudience, so you're maybe hearing things that others aren't hearing, and telepathically communicating or connecting to others in random places. And it's not for you to share right now. They want you to just enjoy it and to tap into it and feel what it could bring into your life and what you need to receive from it. Like, really go inward, they're saying, and allow yourself like the freedom from the mind chatter, the freedom from that's like going back to the Eight of Swords of like overthinking. Don't overthink it. Oof, cancel, clear that word. Don't. Free yourself from overthinking and allow yourself to just be open. So when you hear something, instead of going, oh my gosh, what was that? Where's that coming from? What is it? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it this? Is it that? Instead of tapping into all of those thoughts, when you hear it, just allow yourself to hear it. And then open up to, what else do I need to hear? And messages are going to start to come through for you. But the problem is that you have this buildup right now that there's these higher levels of consciousness that want to connect with you. These I feel like this is specifically like a galactic family that's been wanting to contact you and co-create with you. And you've been too much in your head about it. You've been too much in your head about like, well, why is that happening? So maybe you see a flicker of light and you're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Is the light bulb going out? Why is that happening? You try to make logic of it, and they're saying there's no logic in connecting to these gifts. So allow yourself to get out of that space and just open up to not needing to know what it is and allowing it to just be. All right, let's go here. All right, grounding, and this one came out in reverse. So yeah, the in reverse, and they're saying you're it's like it feels like you're surrounded by darkness right now, but it doesn't feel scary. It just feels like you've been planted. Like you're in this space of just like turning inward, and they told me seasoning of self. So really taking care of you and not caring about anything else, really. Like, I need to take care of me. If that means I'm not in touch with people, or I don't get back to people, or I don't answer my phone, or whatever it may be, that's okay, because you're in this space of just centering around yourself and then grounding yourself completely so that you can purge these thoughts that are not yours, or that are from a matrix, right? Like the matrix systems of having to know the who, the how, the when, the why. All right, and then we have an animal, spirits, and we have the penguin, the Three of Cups. So soul groups, it feels like new soul family, new soul tribe, all new things coming online, like maybe even disconnecting from like people, places, things that you've been in connection with for a long time, and just allowing new things to come in, allowing yourself to open up to new community, to different spaces and places, and not going back to like your same places that you've been going to over and over again that you're so comfortable with, like getting out of your comfort zone, and then just opening up, really opening up. I'm feeling like it's a big heart opening for you all, and letting go of that grief that you've been holding on to, and knowing that you don't have to protect yourself anymore to be. You don't need to always let other people know what you know. Sometimes, sharing is like with these higher vibrational energies, it's good to keep them to self and connect with them and really deeply understand them before opening yourself up to sharing with others. All right, that's all I have for you for this full moon. Sending you all lots of blessings. Take care. Adios.